Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Monday, guys. This morning we're going to do a get ready with me and we're going to be doing makeup on my mom, Lori.
Hi there.
We're going to be showing how to do makeup for mature skin. When you're not 20, you're not 30, and everything doesn't go on so easy. We're going to do makeup for mature skin so that we can enhance your eyes to make it bigger, hide any creases we don't want showing, all that stuff. So first we're going to start with Silk Pore Minimizer, Pore and Wrinkle Minimizer. And all we're going to do is just take a little pea-sized amount and pack it into the areas that we want to smooth out for the airbrushed finish. And we'll start in her pores on her nose. And I'm going to smooth it on, and then I'm just going to kind of pack it in and dab it. You can use a silicone applicator if you also want to do that. That way none of it absorbs into your skin. And we'll kind of go here. And we're going to go right under her eyes.
This stuff works great, by the way.
And what this is going to do is it's going to prep your pores and wrinkles and all that to give you an airbrushed look once we've put on the foundation. It'll help everything just kind of smooth out. And now while that's drying, you want to let it dry for at least 5 to 10 minutes. While that's drying, we're going to go ahead and start treating her under eyes. And with that, we're going to use Candlelight Shadow Sense. Our Candlelight Shadow Sense has a peach undertone, and peach or apricot or light pink all cancel out darkness. So just to cancel out any dark shadows and darkness under there, we're going to use Candlelight Shadow Sense. And these are great because it also doubles as a base for your eyelids too, because it's a nice neutral skin tone. And I'm going to take my concealer brush and I'm just going to dab this in. I'll have all of my brushes linked after the video. And you just want to like smooth this in a little bit. Look up. We're going to get right up next to her lid here. Okay. And I think her silk should be dry by now, so we'll go ahead and start with our foundation. We're going to use a light color correcting tinted moisturizer first. And what this does is it kind of just preps your skin. You can use this with or without foundation. This is great for days that you don't want to do like heavy makeup. But what this does is it evens out your skin tone and it corrects any redness, it corrects any uneven pigmentation. It just kind of smooths everything out for you. And I'm just going to start by packing it in everywhere. And then I'll buff it in afterwards. We need a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and just pump it onto my lid here. That way my skin doesn't absorb it. There we go. And now we'll just kind of buff in the rest. And this is a great prep if you want extra coverage, or if you have like extra freckles or extra pigmentation or redness that you want to hide. This is a great prep for under your foundation. It's also nice and light. It doesn't clog your pores. My daughter is 12 and I put this on her forehead and her nose because she has a lot of redness from acne. So this is a great option for the young girls as well. And we'll go ahead and do the chest and neck area. We never want to forget the chest and neck. On your shirt. Wait. Okay. We'll let that kind of set in. And then we'll use our foundation, and we're gonna come in with Dewy Foundation. This is our anti-aging Make Sense foundation. And this color corrects, shields you from the weather, from the sun. It's anti-aging skincare built right into the foundation. Dewy is the color that most women buy because it's the neutral color. It goes with warm or cool skin tones. So if you're not sure where to start and you have somewhat fair skin, this is perfect because all of our foundations color correct and color match up to 2 shades higher and lower, lighter and darker, so you really can't go wrong. What we're gonna do is we're gonna spritz our brush with our hydrating facial mist, and this is gonna just help the foundation absorb into her skin and stay on her skin so that it's not soaking into the brush. You can also use water if you don't have it, but since I have this mist, I'd rather use this. It's anti-aging skincare in it, so we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. And I just want to pack and buff, pack and buff. And this foundation is not greasy, it's oil free, so you're not going to have an oily residue later on in the day. It just goes on so silky with your skin. And it's got skincare built in, so you're helping your skin while you wear it. Get down. And we're going to go around the eye area, but we want to be gentle. You really want to make sure you buff and smooth out any areas that you have pores that you don't want the makeup building up in. And our foundation, all of our makeup is water resistant and an all-day wear. So this is going to last all day. It will hold up. Okay. Okay, now we have our base ready. And now we're going to go back under her eyes and we're going to treat some more. We're going to do some pouty pink blush scents. This is a very, very light pink. It's very, very light pink. And all it's going to do is brighten up her eyes a little bit. So we just need a tiny little dab. And we'll go right in under her eyes. Very close. You don't want to carry it down too far. And the rest will just go on the lids here. I'm going to use the same concealer brush and I'm going to buff that in and smooth it around. If you don't have a concealer brush or a small blending brush like this, use your ring finger. Go ahead and look up. Okay. So we'll go ahead and contour her face before we start on her eyes. And we're going to use bronze blush scents. I use this all the time. And now for mature skin or for a mature face, you don't want to contour too much. You don't want to contour too close to your lips because you don't want to look kind of sunken in. As we get older, we lose our facial fat. And so what we're going to try and do is accentuate the high points of her cheeks so that her face looks nice and supple. She really doesn't have any fat loss yet, but go ahead and make kiss face. So you want to go right under the cheekbones and go back towards the ear. So that will just create a little contour right under her cheekbones and we'll accentuate this part. And then on her forehead, we're just going to come right in here like a 3. And we'll bring this down under here as well, just to create dimension in her face. Now this is a foundation brush, it's not a blush brush, but I like to use it for my contouring because it really blends well. I don't like any contouring to be too sharp. You don't want to have like sharp lines where you can distinctly see where you started and stopped. Go ahead and make your kiss face. Keep that kiss face while you're doing this because it helps you tell where you need to carry the color. We'll go right under here. Go ahead and look this way. And then with the same brush, I've used all the product off my fingers. Usually I have some left over, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna just pinch it, and I'm gonna go right in here, so just be normal. And I'm gonna just go right in here, in her Cupid's bow, and right under here under her lip. And this will draw her lip down to make it poutier, and this will make this look smaller, so it brings your upper lip up a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and take a tiny bit more to contour her nose and her neck. So I'm just gonna dab it onto the little spout here. We don't need too much. The bronze is super pigmented. Okay, I'm gonna just do a little V on her neck, and then I'll blend it in afterwards. And then on her nose, I'm just gonna pinch my brush, and I'm gonna just go under, and I'm gonna just go on the outsides of the bridge of her nose, just to sharpen it a little bit. And before I blend that in, I'll add some lighter color right in the middle to highlight it. And we're gonna go in with sandstone shadow sense. And I'm just gonna put a tiny bit, and I'm gonna put a tiny bit in the center of her neck as well. And we'll just blend that in. I'm gonna use an angled foundation brush because it hugs your skin well, so I'm just gonna kind of pat that and blend it. And on her nose as well. We're gonna do it before it dries, because once it dries, it's gonna stay there all day. Who do we have on here? I can't see any of the comments or anything. Let's see. Oops. I don't know what's going on. Oh well. I'll get, if you guys have any questions or comments, I'll answer them as soon as we're done here, because it's not showing me the comments. All right, now that we have her face done, we have her contouring done, we'll do the blush. We're gonna go in with some chocolate cherry blush scents, and we're just gonna put it right under, make a kiss face again, and we're just gonna put it right under the bottom part of her cheekbones, because we want the top of her cheekbones to stay lighter, so that we can make them look fuller and fattier. Just a little bit is all you need. I'm just gonna dab it right on, and then I'll blend it in with my same brush. And this one, you don't want to carry it all the way back to your ears. You want it right under there, right on your cheekbones. Okay, we're gonna go in, we're gonna start on her eyes. We're gonna create a base first with our sandstone shadow sense. This is just a neutral color. And this will create a nice base for when, wherever your color starts and stops, you can kind of just blend it all in. You don't need too much. We're gonna take a blending brush and just kind of work it all over her lids here. Okay. And so what we're gonna do on top of that, right on her lids, is we're gonna use Pink Frost. These are the colors we'll be using. We'll use Pink Frost, Mocha Java, and Cherry Blush Scents. We're gonna use Cherry Blush Scents on her eyelids. I'll show you how to incorporate that into your cheeks and your eyes so that you have the same color tone going on. And as soon as I find my colors, we can do it. Okay, so we're gonna do Pink Frost, Mocha Java in the crease, and we're gonna use Cherry Blush Scents in the crease as well. And the pink kind of creates this bright, awake look. So we'll go ahead and just lather up her lids with our Pink Frost and blend it all over. And this will cover the entire lid. And just blend it and dab carefully. You don't have to be too hard. And you don't have to blend it too much, because you want it to kind of stay right on the lid. I don't want to carry it up too high. But once I have it all over, go ahead and open. I'm going to go ahead and go under as well. And the good thing about our shadow scents, go ahead and open, is that this stuff stays all day as well. It doesn't crease, it doesn't cake, and it stays put. So you don't have to go in and retouch up your crease or wipe off shadow that carried from your crease up. Okay, we're not going to wait too long for that to dry, because I want to really blend in our Mocha Java. So this is like a real soft brownish color, mocha. And we're just going to put this right into her creases. I'll do one eye at a time, that way I don't take too long in between here. And we're just going to kind of pat it in here. And then I'm going to carry it over. Now for the eyes, what we want to do is keep the darker colors right on the outside upper corner. We don't want to carry it too far in, down low. The more in you put the dark, the smaller it makes your eyes look, which is just fine. I mean, if you're going to be going out or going to an event or a party, you do want to play up the dark a little bit more. But for an everyday bright look, you want to keep the darker color on the upper outside corner of your eye. And we'll just work it in. And we'll carry it down to her eyelid a little bit down here. I mean, to her lash line. Sorry. And don't worry if you get outside of your zone, because you don't want to go past your eyebrows here. If you get past here, we'll go in and we'll fix it with some concealer in just a little bit. Don't be too... You don't have to be too careful.
You're not going to forget my eyebrows, are you?
Yes, Mom, I'm going to forget your eyebrows. We'll go on the other side here. She's afraid I'm going to forget her eyebrows. I'll do the same thing. And now just go easy on yourself. It's really hard to get both of your eyes matching with your shadow. Go ahead and face this way a little bit. Because it's a give and take. You want to add a little bit here and there and make them even. It's really hard to get it right the very first time. So you kind of got to add a little here, a little there. It's easier to add than it is to take away. So start off little and go from there. But don't be hard on yourself if you can't get each eye looking exactly the same the first application. It's more like, it's like an art. Okay, so there we go. We got her creases done, if you'll look into the phone. So you see we just created some depth in here, and we darkened it just a little bit, not too much, just enough to draw her eyes up and to create some depth in the outside of her creases. We're gonna also go in with our Mocha Java before I forget, and we're gonna do underneath her eyes. So one trick to make your eyes look bigger or brighter or more awake is not to do darkness under, because it kind of closes them up. Go ahead and look up. And do a lighter color on the bottom lid than you have on your upper lid. So we're gonna line the top with a black color. So on the bottom, we're just gonna go in with some Mocha Java, some really light brown, and line the bottom lashes. We're not even gonna do the bottom lashes today. And this creates an illusion of a bigger eye. You can't tell just yet, but once you have the top done, it will. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go in with our Cherry Blush Scents, and we're gonna add some pink. We're gonna We're going to brighten it up a little bit. This is super, super pigmented. So I'm going to take this brush and I'm just going to dab it in before I work it in there because it's really, really pigmented. We're going to use the same color on our cheeks as well to carry the color over. So go ahead and close. So I'm just going to dab on the outside corner of her crease and then I'll carry it over because I want the darker or the more color to be on the outside crease. And I want it to gradually go on over. And I'm going to take my angled blending brush here and I'm just going to blend it in. You don't want to carry it too far over because as we get older, like I said, we lose our fattiness and our cheeks kind of sink in and our eyes kind of sink in, our sockets get bigger. So you don't want to carry your dark crease all the way over into here. You want to keep it just here so that your eyelid looks fuller here. And it'll give you a younger look. And one thing you do want to do is make sure that you don't go all the way up to your brow because you want to keep some highlight up here to create an open, awake look. A younger, youthful look. We need to add some pink to the outside there. And the pink just kind of brightens up. You don't want to do too pink. You don't want to do like hot pink. It needs to be like a subtle pink, a bright, cheery pink. And we'll just dab and work it in. And I like to go like in a V, like this. So I have more of the darker color right up here. And then it kind of blends down into a V right down onto her lash line as well. If you're using a darker color like to go out, you can use the same color that you're going to line with and carry it all the way up over into your crease as well. You see? So it looks like I need to add more on this side. Like I said, you won't always get it right the very first time. You just want to just dab and work it in till you get it how you want it. I hear Sadie getting into something down there. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So you want to go in close so that they can see the color and just close your eye. Do you see how we have it worked in? So we have this pretty light. We have all of the color mostly here. And down here we're going to have some liner up here. So it's going to carry this in and meet it to kind of blend softly. Okay, scoot back just a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some pearlizer and just put it right on the center of her eyelids here. Actually, let me just take I'm going to take this little skinny crease brush. Thanks. And I'm just going to dab the very center of her eye just to create a highlight on the center of her eyelid. And you won't even really know it. It'll just kind of accentuate that center part there. Okay, before we line it, I'm going to take that same brush I had with the blush on it. And I'm going to dab it onto her cheeks and we'll have the same color scheme going on. So make your kiss face again. And we're going to dab just right under her cheekbones here just to carry that pink into the chocolatey color and have the same color scheme going on all over. And we'll just blend it in. And this will just brighten everything up. My dog wants to get in the video here. All right, we're gonna go in with our liner, and I'm not gonna use a liner pencil today. I'm just gonna use my Onyx Shadow Sense, and I'm gonna just really softly line her lash line. I'm gonna use an angled brush, and I'm just gonna get it onto my brush here. Close your eye. And I'm just gonna kind of pack it into her lashes here. And I'm not gonna go over all the way. I'm gonna go about halfway from the center of her eye, halfway out. Okay. And do this one. I'm getting black on you. And I'm going to create a little bit of a wing, and I'll blend it in just to go up toward her brows. Okay, open. Now that we have it on, we'll just blend it in a little bit. I'm just going to take a blending brush that's really, really has a lot of give on it, and just blend all this out. That way we don't have any distinct lines and it's kind of all blended in together. There we go. All right, and we're gonna take our concealer brush, and I'm gonna add some foundation right back onto it, and I'm just gonna correct right out here to make a nice straight line. And then on the lashes, what we're going to do is we're only going to do the top lashes. You're not going to do the bottom lashes, because what that's going to do is it's going to keep your eyes nice and open and awake. We'll do the eyebrows first really quick so we can start wrapping it up. Are we good on time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll do her eyebrows. We're going to go in with a tiny little brow brush, shaping brush. And I'm going to use Mocha Java. The same shadow I used in her creases is what I'm going to do in her eyebrows. I don't even know where I put it though. Here we are. And so on your brows, you do want to shape your brows. That's one of the things you want to do as far as accentuating your eyes. That's going to give you a focal point, and you want to make sure that you line up your nose with the corner of your eye, and that's where your eyebrow should stop. So I'm just going to put a dot there. And then if you go from your nose, look straight at me, up to your pupil, that's the point where your eyebrow should arch at the highest peak. So I'll just put a little dot there. And then from your nose to the corner of your eye, right up is where your eyebrow should start. So we'll just dot it there. And then from there, we're going to create some nice straight lines and just go in softly. I have some on my brush already, so. And you always want to fill in the darkest on the outside here. This should be filled in, but it should be lighter than the outside. And that creates a softer and more natural look. I need some more now. And if you need to, you can even come in with a darker color on the outside. Sometimes we use our liner scents to come on in and fill in this outer corner. We might just go in afterwards and do that. I just want to get it shaped first. And you don't have to worry about being too sharp with your lines. You want to kind of have a natural look going on. So don't fill it in so thick and dark that you really have to create precise lines. You just want to be nice and smooth. I mean, if you're going out, you might want to go a little bit darker, but just for an everyday natural look, you want to keep it nice and soft. Okay, there we got one done there. And then we'll go back in when we're done and we'll line the outside of the eyebrows with some highlighter, some concealer, just to really bring them out. And so we'll go ahead and measure. We'll do the eye to the nose, and we'll make our dots real quick. That way oops, sorry. Okay, and go ahead and face this way a little bit. And we'll just fill it in. It's always best to create your lines first and then fill in. That way you don't get out of order or get out of the frame that you want to be in. It's really easy to create your eyebrow and make it look perfect, and then you've created it so different than the other one. So create your lines first and fill them in afterwards. It's really hard to do makeup with a dog in your lap here. Okay, let's see. And then just kind of go back, don't make any face. My mom likes to raise her eyebrows a lot, so it's hard to see if her eyebrows are even or not. Okay. And you do want that high peak on your eyebrows. That's one thing that's going to brighten your eyes up and open them up. You do want to fill in your eyebrows, and you do want a high peak. Let's see. Go ahead and look straight. There we go. And now her eyebrows look like they are the focus of her face at the moment, only because we don't have her mascara on yet. I'm going to just fill in this one a little bit because the other one is a little bit higher. Let's see, look straight. And then we'll go back and we'll fix them after we have the mascara on to see what we need to make lighter or darker. This is the brush I'm going to use to just kind of clean them up. It has the foundation and concealer on it. So I'm just going to go right under and I'm going to just line them out with it. Okay. And then for the mascara, we'll go ahead and prime her lashes with the moisturizing primer. So this will moisturize, it'll lengthen, and it'll volumize your lashes. So we're gonna just coat them really good with the primer first. I'm gonna let her coat it since it's easier for you to do your own mascara. But just do the top lashes.
Look in here.
Here, come on over here in the
Sorry.
view. There we go.
Okay.
Got both?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. And then we're gonna let that dry for just a second.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we'll go in with the mascara. So we're gonna use our black brown. Well, we're gonna use black because I don't have my black brown with me. Mascara, and we're only gonna do the top lashes. If you guys do decide to do false lashes on, make sure you get lashes that are kind of longer on the outside. That way it kind of draws your eyes out and open. We'll just wait a couple minutes for that to dry. And I don't think we're going to do any lipstick today, but if you were going to finish it off with some lipstick, you'd want to keep it a nice natural color. Like our nude pink or our girlfriend.
I have green eyes. She says I have blue eyes.
All right, go ahead and do the mascara. It should be dry.
Okay.
And I will have everything linked below in the description. So if you guys want any of these products that we used, you can click on the link and order them, or you can just message me.
Oh, I think I gotta dab a mascara on my eyelid. Do you have a little brush to wipe it off, or can you see it?
We'll fix it afterwards.
Okay.
We'll go back in with our little gloss brush and we'll just clean it up.
Okay. Okay, how does that look?
Good.
Okay.
So look right in the camera for me. So that's our tutorial. I'm going to go back in with our concealer brush. And don't close your eyes because you want to transfer it. while your mascara is drying, you don't want to close your eyes because then you transfer that mascara to the bottom lashes. And I'm just going to touch up her little line. We can just smudge it right into her lash line. That way it looks like it's part of the plan. Okay, so go ahead and just look. And that's how you do your makeup for more mature eyes, to keep them open and bright and youthful but sultry at the same time. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. And I hope you have a fabulous Monday. Talk to you soon.